Undisputed.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome Undisputed. I'm Jen Hale here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, good morning.
Would you believe that LeBron's Lakers have lost 9 straight games to the team in the basement, the lowly Clippers, who have now taken over L.A.?
Hey, did you see them last year? They lost, 50 games last year? 40, 50 games last year?
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing new.
It's nothing new.
They're going to lose a lot.
So you now have conceded that Kawhi is the new king of L.A.
Where does Kawhi go play?
I don't know. He doesn't need to play, right? He doesn't need to play against the Lakers,
No,
right?
he needs to, if he going to play against anybody.
Well, that's a good question that I can't answer.
I'm not so sure he can answer it either.
Let's jump right in, guys. A packed show today. LeBron and the Lakers, starting with them losing to their crosstown rivals, the Clippers, 114-101. LeBron dropped 30 points, 8 boards, plus 3 turnovers, but then he left the game with leg soreness. This is the 37-year-old's 20th season in the league, and his team has the second worst record in the NBA. Shannon, scale of 1 to 10, how much is LeBron showing his age right now?
10. Skip, he's in
Seriously, you're going to 10?
Yeah, he's in year 20. He's in year 20, and no player looks the same in year 20 as they did in year 5, year 8, year 10. And the thing is that there have been very few people that played this long, and the guys that did play played into their 20s weren't starters. They weren't playing 35, 36 minutes a game. They didn't have the impact, the load, the minutes, the games on their legs like he has. So, Skip, as we start to age, is that the injuries start to come with greater regularity, and they start to keep us out for longer periods of time. He first arrived in L.A., he missed 27 games. He's only played 1 year in which he's played 60 or more games. This is his 5th season in L.A. So what is that telling you? The injuries are starting to come with greater regularity, and they're starting to keep him out. Now, I don't know if this injury here is age-related. I felt that early on I could see something was different in LeBron. So I don't know if it was compensation that caused him to tweak the groin. They said left leg, but it looked like he grabbed the groin area to me. I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn, so I'm going to play one today. It looked like
You've dealt with enough doctors in your time.
I have, and I've had some groin injuries in my time. And normally, leg, you grab the area that's hurting. He didn't grab his leg. He grabbed high up in his groin area. So it looked like a groin to me. And seen him deal with groin injuries before, when he hurt the groin the first time against Golden State, he immediately grabbed the area and started like, man.
They said that one was torn, and it cost him 17 games his first year in L.A.
Yes. And so, look, and he's still, look at his numbers. This season, he's 25 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Most people not named LeBron James, that's a great stat line. Obviously, Kevin Durant is the 27, but LeBron is a 27, 7, and 7 guy. He's 25, 9, and 7 in year 20. So the numbers are impressive. They don't have the impact they once did, Skip. You know, they were talking about, and I know you've kind of followed a little bit of the midterm, and they were talking about this red wave. Well, LeBron used to be a wave, but now it's a pebble in the ocean. And if you didn't see someone throw a pebble in the ocean, you wouldn't even know, because it doesn't even leave a ripple. And look at his numbers last night, Skip. 38 and 3. I'm like, LeBron, you had 30? I didn't know it. I didn't. I'm sorry.
What's that far right column just before the points?
17 plus.
Minus 17. So he had the worst plus minus of the game.
Yes.
Well, that's shocking to me. When you go, wait, 38 and 5, you'd say, okay, well, shouldn't you have some impact? But the time you were on the floor, you lost by 17.
Yes.
Why is that?
Skip, and you look at it, look, all players have shot air balls, but the air balls from LeBron is coming with greater regularity. But it's hard. You look at it, Skip, less than 8 feet, he's 62%. From 8 to, mid-range jumpers, he's 3 of 15. 16 to 24 feet, he's shooting 53%. Now you go out a little further, Skip, 24 feet, he's 23%, 16 of 70. But, Skip, he missed 26 games last season. He missed 27 games in 2021. Skip, age is contributing. I don't know if age had anything to do with this. I thought, looking at him and the way he was playing and the way he was moving, I thought he had a lower body injury. Something was going on lower extremities to begin with. And maybe the compensation finally caught up with it. First of all, he shouldn't be playing 35, 36 minutes in year 20 anyway. Probably should be playing closer to like 28, 29. He should be, Skip, even though he's a starter, he should be playing like Russ. Russ played like 28, 29 minutes. That's exactly where LeBron should be. Yeah. Not 36, 30, 35, 36
and
minutes.
Without the groin, he would have probably about finished the game, and he would have been up to 35.
Exactly.
Okay?
So for me, Skip, yes. You starting to see, because like I said, there have only been, I think, 8 or 9 guys. And if you look at the guys that have played until year 20, Skip, they weren't playing 35. Vince Carter was a role player. Mm-hmm. Robert Parrish was a role player. Kevin Willis was a role player. Kareem was playing, but I mean, Kareem's a big. Kareem was just taking the time. Hey, get the rebound, pass it out. All right, Kareem, we're going to wait on you. Get down the block where you want it. Right hand? Okay, here you go. Take it.
And Kareem never was a leaper because he didn't have to be a leaper.
Exactly.
He was 7 foot, what, 2 inches? Yeah.
And LeBron is a big man, and he's an impact player. So you can imagine up, down, how high he jumps with that size. Year 20 on those knees, ankle joints, hips, back, it's taking its toll. So, yeah, you're starting to see because, and Skip, and I think the thing is, I think sometimes it's get hard for a player. When you become resigned to the fact, yeah, I'm still me, but we so bad I can't overcome this. LeBron is looking around, Skip. This is not a good team. He's like, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. And if I'm Genie Bus, I ain't moving no picks. I'm not moving any picks to be in the play-in. So, guys, y'all just going to be the laughing stock. Y'all about to be the Kings. Y'all about to be the Magic. Y'all about to be OKC. Y'all about to be... And unfortunately, those teams have picks and going to be in the lottery. Y'all got none. Y'all lottery pick going to New Orleans.
So you just said that the Kings team is turning into the Kings, and you just said that the King himself, on a scale of 1 to 10, is showing 10 aging signs, right?
I mean, Skip, we see it. I mean, you can't miss the kind of games. Think about how many games. He's missed more games in 5 years since he's been with the Lakers than he missed in the previous 15.
Okay. And I'm going to frame everything I'm about to unload on by saying, speaking of 10, the Lakers should actually be 1 and 10 because it took a miracle shot by somebody named Matt Ryan, not that Matt Ryan, but your Matt Ryan, who last played at Chattanooga. It took a miracle shot to force overtime against the Pelicans, a game in which you stole 2 more cases off me by hook or crook. I don't know how you did it, but they pulled that game out thanks to a Matt Ryan who last night played a total of 43 seconds, shot 1 time, not from 3, and missed that 1 time.
Correct.
Okay, so that's what he didn't contribute last night, and he saved the quote-unquote game against the Pelicans that kept you from being 1 and 10, right?
Yes.
You're 2 and 9, but you well should be 1 and 10. I think that's a fair assumption.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely.
Okay, because it was a miracle shot because he
hit a
was
trick
fading
shot.
Right. It was like a horse shot, like the all-time horse shot, falling right in the right corner, out of bounds, and he has to shoot it completely over the backboard, and he swishes it.
Yes.
Okay. Now back to LeBron. So the irony of what we're discussing is there's some great new commercials all over every game I watch of LeBron versus Jason Momoa, Father Time.
Yes.
And it's one after another. Bronny's in them, one after another, and they're funny and they're clever, and I like them. But I like everything LeBron does commercial-wise because he's gifted at it.
Yeah.
And whoever wrote the script wrote a good one.
Yeah.
But the painful irony is that art is imitating life is imitating art, right? Because what's happening in the commercial is happening more and more on the court, except
LeBron isn't winning.
He isn't winning at all.
Right.
He's losing to Jason Momoa on the court.
Right. He beat them in the commercials, but in actuality, he's losing
they're
in
kind
real
of
life.
50-50 in the commercials. They go back and forth. But it felt like it hit bottom last night because of what you said, because LeBron actually had a quote-unquote good game, maybe a very good game.
Skip, honestly, when I was looking at it on Sports Spectrum and they put his stats up there, I was like, LeBron had 30?
30 points on 12 of 22. That'll work.
Yes.
And for what? He had missed 15 out of 16 threes coming into the game, and he made his first 2, and then he made a couple of more.
Yes.
He still takes too many for my taste.
I
He
agree.
took 9, but he made 4. Okay, if every night you could make 4 out of 9, that would really work, right?
He make 4 out of 9.
Yeah,
he gonna lead the NBA in three-point percentage 4 and 9.
And you would win a bet against Kevin Durant's
Right.
3-point total, and Kevin Durant's cold from 3 also. So that's going to be like a dead heat in the end. But the point is, 8 rebounds, I can live with that.
Yes.
I wish the 5 assists would go up. He's still averaging 7, but just a couple of years ago, he led the league in assists, and I still say he's the best passer in basketball. Either he's not distributing the way he should be, or nobody's cashing his passes.
I think it's nobody's cashing.
And again, I used to like Kendrick Nunn when he played for the Miami Heat. I can't see him anymore. I can't find him.
He can't make a shot.
He was 0 for 4 last night in 12 and a half minutes, 0 for 2 from 3.
And look at that plus minus in 12 and a half, 13 minutes.
All right. But here's the big picture takeaway. It's become one thing after another with LeBron James, obviously one of the all-time greatest players. So